I will talk about we have quite a few special issues. I will be only talking about Journal of Enterprise Information Management and Journal of Multiple Criteria. In Journal of Enterprise Management, my guest editors, we have 3 guest editors. One of them is me. The other one is Aktaş from England, and the third one is Topçu from Turkey. So this is an international cooperation. And Journal of Multiple Criteria, we have Karpak and me, both of us from US, and we know. I assume everybody knows what is after me. Let me do a slideshow so that you can see better. And first of all, don't submit immediately. We already have one submission for Journal of MCDA. I don't know whether it is this journal or not. So whatever I am talking about, it will be only for those people who registered for this conference. There will be some other submissions. It will be just a regular submission for any journal. We decided to do a pre-submission friendly review for Journal of MCDA. Enrique agreed with me that we will do friendly review, give some feedback, but this is just feedback from any of your friends. We just say, if you improve that part, it is more likely, or this journal is better for you, but you are free to select any journal you want to. So it will be your decision. It should be your decision. For Journal of Enterprise Information Management, I am waiting the third editor's approval. As I said, she is from UK, from Cranfield University, and she is the chair of Supply Chain and Analytics Department. So you are in good hands. We have very good guest editors for you. You have some time for Journal of Enterprise Information Management because you cannot submit before January 28th. Journal starts at January 28th. And friendly review means your friend's suggestion to the best of their knowledge. You don't need to follow, but we will just give whatever we think best for you. We will publish a news. This is important for you. We will publish a news article in our journal, so please read it. We will explain everything what I am doing here, and maybe there will be more. The more I think, there will be more. Whatever will help you so that you can have speedy publication and a good quality publishing. That is our objective. We will process as soon as you submit. Especially this is true for Journal of Enterprise Information Management. I will try to make it for Journal of MCDA. Usually these established journals give the reviewers about 2 months time, but almost I know these reviewers do it the last day of when the review is due. Most of them do like this. So we will do like these paid journals. There are paid journals. You might have those. They do it in 10 minutes, 10 days review. So we will try to achieve this one. Try to assign as many reviewers as possible. So we will select those who will do it. I hope we will succeed. I don't know. We will see together, because this is the first time I am doing a guest editorship for Journal of MCDA as well as Journal of Enterprise Resource Planning. First of all, read the journal you are planning to submit. Read it very well. Read the call for papers very carefully. I know we did this for International Journal of Production Economics. There was one excellent paper, but we couldn't publish that one. And even I convinced the chief editor of the Journal of Production Economics, but the reviewer said no. The reviewer just said this is the out of scope of this journal. You cannot publish. So we have to follow what the reviewers recommended us. Read the scope. As I said, we had excellent paper, could not publish in another journal. I already told you which journal it is. Journal of International Journal of Production Economics. And this is very important for international, including, I am now American, but I always have my papers to be copy edited by a professional copy editor. Unfortunately, we cannot recommend you for ethical reasons. So you should ask your friends. I know somebody will know some good copy editors and they can recommend you. And look at any journal you are publishing. Look at any papers published in journals that you would like to publish. So you look at if there's any papers like yours. And if you find something valuable, cite them. So don't try to cite your friends' papers, but cite something which is relevant to your journal. Last year, I attended a conference. There were editors. One of them, decision science editor, said he always looks at references. If there is no reference from decision science, he doesn't even send it to the reviewers. He just rejects the rejection because he thinks that this journal doesn't interest us in this area. If I were you, I will try to convince, if you have some really innovative idea, I will try to convince the editor that, of course, you looked at it, but there was nothing relevant to your research. So this is really innovative. There are something in some other journals. So it is possible. You can do that. And this conference was CESTI 2022. This year, they invited Dr. Mu as well as the editor of ISAHP. So we are really proud of. I hope Dr. Mu is in the audience. Is he in the audience, Dr. Mu? Yeah, so, okay, I will relay this information to him. And as I say, find a good copy editor. I know even some chief editors of some journals, and I do. And I did one of my manuscripts published, and they just accepted even without asking any minor revision. So it is very important. Reviewers are affected by this, either consciously or unconsciously, if a paper is written really good English. This is not very issue for Americans, for all of us with the foreign background, it is like that. And I have some more, but I thought I should stop here because I know there are some very interesting things for you. So I didn't want to take too much of your time. Thank you very much. This was, in my judgment, it was excellent because we organized it. I hope you will judge the same thing. But I really want to thank both Elena and Liron doing such an excellent. And I always tell everybody, you are doing something better than what Informs, what iForce does it. Yeah, so this is really very, very good. Thank you. Thank you, John.
Can I say two things?
Go ahead.
Some of the papers submitted in this conference were shorter versions of the actual paper. So make sure that they submit the right length paper.
Yeah, yeah.
Number one.
And,
number two, yes.
Yeah. This is very important. This actually, that happened again in the past. So I had to convince this chief editor of the journal that is what we required. So this is not really what is false. We just wanted valuable. So
yeah, I don't think that you should waste any time by sending shorter versions. I think that the right version is much more appropriate. Number one. And number two, most journals today require 2 referees. Maybe, for example, you have 1 referee and they get an editor, for example, that's 2 referees.
Yeah.
Sure. But if you don't have 2 referees, the chief editor is going to be asking questions.
Of course. I wouldn't, actually, I am planning to have more than 2. So I will select the ones who will do it. And I do have, we do have some good reviewers who will do. I have one reviewer, she does us for 1 day. I just, as soon as I have quite a few, some reviewers, they will do it. And they are in the Journal of Enterprise Management. They are in the reviewers set that. But that is very important thing. Thank you, Luis. Any questions from the floor? Anybody wants to know something more?
Any
I
hands
hope
up?
I was clear enough. So
Yeah.
I know I have an accent, so I just thought I will write a news article so that you will see all these in writing and read it. Read our journal. Next issue will be coming soon.
Thank you, Birsen.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Luis, did you want a few words of closing? Or
I wanted to congratulate all the people who attended the symposium and made presentations, excellent contributions. I hope that you are lucky to be able to get accepted in the better journal. Sometimes, things happen, but I'm the area editor from MCDA, but I'm not involved in the guest editorial work. So I can serve as a referee. That's part of the whole idea. But
I think you will do very speedy review for us, Luis.
Yeah, sure. But let me just mention something that even if you do not, I'm not asked by anybody in the conference to send a paper to a particular journal, you on your own can send it through, as long as you mark it for the special issue. And it will referee. I will have to take care of the referee myself, but finding the referees. But what I'm saying is that the people outside the conference, they have the right to submit.
Yes. The thing is, our help will only be those people who participated in this conference.
Right.
The others, we will just send the reviewers, whatever
But if they mark it as a special issue,
sorry?
They mark it as included in the special issue, then you have the right to make a decision.
Yeah.
Because they're always giving, is this paper for a special issue? And they tell you the choice that you want, so if it's there. So, okay.
Yeah. It is all explained in call for papers. So if they read the call for papers very carefully, it is there, but they can always write us and we will direct them. We will guide them.
So I wanted to ask the audience if in time, if anybody is able to put together a demographic distribution of papers that have been published on ISAHP for the world. Not just on a given number of papers. No. Distribution in countries. Okay, so I have not seen any of that ever. And I think it would be interesting to see. I can see papers coming from certain areas of the world most of the times in these days, but that changes. The moment, for example, I take a paper from North Africa, Algeria, for example, then the papers from there start to come up like crazy. So the question is, do I produce that problem or create that flow, or as I assume that people have to publish because they're in academia, some of them, right? But so that's my curiosity. I have tried to find the distribution. I don't have a distribution.
Luis, we need Elena to use her Python skills to build a web scraper so that we can.
Actually, I was going to ask Luis, how would you like to have them? By author or by affiliation? How would you define the country? And what do you do if they are from more than one?
You give me an author, I can find the affiliation. But I'm talking about countries, an author and a country. That's basically, I think, you notice that there are lots of people here from different countries, right?
Yeah.
And every time we go to different conferences, you have tons of people from different countries. So the question is, and not always the same people, but that we get to know more people all over the place. And I don't know everybody because that's my own fault probably, but I can't remember my own name. So, but the point is that I just a curiosity, because people say, oh, ISAHP, what is that? I say, wait a minute, you have it all over the world. I get people from Nigeria, people from Asia, from South America, even from Russia sometimes. So that's my question.
Marcel, I think you had very good suggestion for the authors about this. What is
the web scraper?
No. About this, not OECD, but is this some kind of goals? I forgot, but the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Sustainable Development Goals. So if you write a paper meeting that one, I think it will fly much easier, because when I gave my proposal, they were they were very pleased that I had these goals there. They said, "Oh, this is really good." All the editors of journals, and they just accepted. I was expecting that they will do in 1 week. They did it as soon as I submitted, because they saw this thing. So it is very important. And we have 2 conferences I really encourage you to attend. One of them is in Chile in July this year. Not this year, 2023. This year is almost over. July 23 in Chile, we have ISAHP session. They are all.
But that's iForce, right? iForce?
It is iForce. But we have ISAHP section.
Yeah, no,
So
there has been AHP concentrations in I-Force before. I went to South Africa, for example.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is one this year as well. So I really invite you. Another excellent conference is this in Tunisia in 2024. So I really urge you. I think maybe we will do something, John, there, because it is a very inexpensive conference on site on the one of touristic hotels. Sorry, what did you say, Luis?
Tunisia, being in Morocco. But
No,
Tunisia,
it is not
actually,
in Morocco.
I know in Tunisia is the largest amphitheater, similar to the one in Rome, except it's in better shape.
Yeah.
Roma. Nobody knows about it. You have to go and see it.
Yeah, I will announce it in our newsletter. So read our journal. And when we are submitting our journal, look at the articles published in our journal. We still publish whether you refer them or not. And we don't ask you, we don't solicit you. But I think it is a good practice. So start with our journal. Look at it. If there is something which you can benefit. So,
but make sure, listen, that if you publish it in the ISAHP journal, these are shorter version. Because if you publish the full version and the person sends it to another journal, they may not take it because they say, oh, it's already appeared. See what I'm saying?
No, I don't understand.
You have a version of your paper which is shorter, summary or whatever. We used to do that in the proceedings before. You can publish that paper in a full version elsewhere in a journal. But if you publish the full version in the ISAHP, you can't send it anywhere else.
Of course. This is true for any journal. If you already publish, of course, don't do that. Yeah, sure.
No, I don't have anything else. Roseanne was supposed to say something, but maybe she doesn't want to either. Maybe do, John. You say something.
Yeah, sure. No, I just wanted to wait. Yeah, and I guess Pierce and Luis, thank you both. Luis is the honorary chair of the conference and the organizing committee. Put a lot of work into it. The scientific committee, all the track chairs. Just looking at some of the numbers, we had 72 papers, 5 plenary sessions. We had 140 delegates from 28 countries, which I think is just a fantastic success. I'd again like to thank Elena and Lirong. They put in a ton of work to pull this conference off. And I hope everybody, feels that a virtual conference was as good as in person. I think there are advantages to both sides, but we may put a survey out asking your opinion of whether you would like to do maybe another virtual, you would like to do more of an in-person type of conference. So thank you again. Behind this, I was thinking about it. My father, he described AHP and ANP as psychosocial theories. So the mathematics and the algorithms behind it are very important, but also the creativity with which you approach the problems with which you apply this is absolutely critical. And so just the amassed amount of talent that's here at the conference, I've just been very impressed talking to everybody from all over the world. It's really great to connect and reconnect with folks. We're looking forward to carrying this forward. We really, thank our sponsors too. We Creative Decisions Foundation that really sort of put the foundation of the whole conference underneath it. Arama from Turkey as a sponsor. Decision Lens, my company, and the Multi-Criteria Decision Making Association. Is it? It's Society. Thanks, Luis.
Multiple criteria, International Society of Multiple Criteria
Decision Making. Thank you.
The
yes.
meeting in Tunisia is organized by this society.
Oh, is it in Tunisia?
Yeah, it is in Tunisia. 2024.
Okay.
2024, and I think they will really show their hospitality.
And I just wanted to let everyone know that we will have certificates for participation in this conference out by December 23rd in talking with Elena. So they may come before then, but at latest it'll be by December 23rd. And so I wanted to thank especially my mother, Roseanne, who was really the inspiration behind putting this entire thing together. And she actually was the inspiration probably behind the development of AHP through conflict resolution and other things decades ago. So very much appreciate having her. And everybody will look forward to seeing you again soon at the next symposium or conference.
So can I have the final word?
Sure.
You all, again, you were wonderful. Enjoyed it so much. Goodbye. Good. Well, good, everybody.
Time.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, goodbye, Roseanne. See you soon
Bye-bye.
in Pittsburgh.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. See you
Thank
later.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Raul.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Thank you.
Roseanne.
Thank you,
See you
all of
very
you.
soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.